All right, today's the day. Does it fit or does it not? There's been quite a bit of debate on whether these are going to fit or not, whether I've destroyed the cab or not. I haven't test fit these or anything. If you watched any of my other videos, if I do something dumb, you're right along there with me. I'm kind of up in the air on things here with it. I think the door is going to fit in the gap. I don't think that I've messed that up. I think all that's the same. I think the back gap at the door is going to be just fine. Where I'm having concerns is the front cab corners. When I put those in there, and even now when I look at them, that doesn't seem perfectly straight for me like it should. On the back, I can look straight up and down that. That looks fine to me. So, I don't know. I'm optimistic. I think if we're going to have anything fitting poorly, it's going to be those front cab corners replaced. And I'm hoping it's not off a mile. At the end of the day, I'm building this for me. So as long as it's close, I'll probably be able to live with it. So let's see what happens. I've got it mostly mounted there. I don't have all the screws in and I don't have it perfectly aligned. This is just to see if it fits. Make sure we don't have gaps like this or, major overlaps. So I'll let you take a look and you can decide if it fits all right or not. Okay, the top gap is down still from where it needs to be because like I said, I'm not going to fight that door the whole way. But I can live with that gap. And then up here on the front, like I said, that still has to come up some with raising the door. But we look pretty good until we get to right here, which that's what I was afraid of. That's a little tight there, so probably gonna have to do something about that. So good, not great. Got concerned right where I thought I was going to. That was off. Not a terrible amount. That was what I was concerned about, staying the same. The door still fits in the hole. It just, right there, it doesn't fit all that great. We can fix that. I'm thinking just a hammer and dolly, kind of beat that edge in, get it a little bit more in line. If you got other thoughts on how might be easier yet, let me know. Comments, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. I like reading your guys' feedback on that. Last week, somebody had mentioned the drive shaft, that it looks like it was hitting the cab. It is indeed hitting the cab. I do have plans to address that. I just want to show you right here where I've got this tunnel. I'm thinking when I lift the cab up is when I'll address that, but I'm going to notch that so that we have drive shaft clearance as well. So, like I said, I always appreciate feedback. You know, I don't know everything. I don't claim to. You guys help out a lot different times, so keep that coming. Let's see how the driver's side fits, see if it's the same or where we're at over there. You'll have to bear with me on this side. I'm not moving the truck to test fit some doors, just to take them right back off. Time to look at the driver's side. Just a minute ago I said, hey, tell me how to fix that, you know, besides beating it with a hammer. What I want to know is, I'm just a little fella, how do you get these doors manhandled around? Don't tell me go to the gym. You know, if there's some other way besides, you know, those expensive rack things or something. Really, how can I align these in general? If you know, I want to know. Shoot me a link, something like that. You know, Facebook, Twitter, all that. Here's how they fit on this side. Same thing as the other side up across the top. I don't have this raised high enough, so it does need to still come up. But my biggest concern is, does it fit in the jam? And it does. And we've got the same gap pretty well all the way on that side. But then on this side we're running into the same thing, where the gap's good till it gets to this panel. Right about here again. Gets a little tight there. Nothing terrible, but a little tight. Well, that's going to do it for today. Didn't do a whole lot of building or anything today, but we needed to see if those doors fit. They're a beast to manhandle, so if you've got a good idea on how to move those around, how to align them, let me know. To those that said they wouldn't fit, you're half right. They fit in the door. That was my biggest concern. Some people said you should have fit them along the way. Yeah, you're probably right. They're heavy. They're hard to move around. It's a little garage, so we didn't. But either way, a couple things to contend with. Hammering that up a little bit, getting them aligned good. I think we're going to get them close enough. Probably not going to do anything crazy with this truck, so they don't need to be perfect. I've seen a bunch of these trucks out in the real world. That's better than most of those are fitting, so I'm not that disappointed with it, especially being my first time on doing all that. So that's all we're going to do today. Next week, probably going to wrap up a couple other things before I pull the cab. Do a little things with the tunnel maybe. I'm not quite sure where I'm going, so stay tuned. We'll see where we end up next week. Like always, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe for me. We'll see you next week.